Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Mikey Natu, and this is my One Piece Netflix live action episode 5 review. As we started the episode off with the same way that how it ended, where Luffy met his grandfather Garp. And even though that Garp tried to tell Luffy to surrender, Luffy would not surrender to not only the Marines but also to his own grandfather. So then Garp would take drastic measures and try to sink Luffy's ship, but Luffy defended the Going Merry to stop the Marines' attack. And then after that, we get to see the crew flee away from the Marines. And this is also where they were going to the Baratie. And while during that time, this is where Garp decided to try to call for Mihawk to go after the Straw Hats. And what's shocking is that Mihawk was facing off against Don Krieg, the person who was facing off against Luffy in the anime. But here, this is where Mihawk faced off against Don Krieg. And then after that, we you saw that Mihawk was giving an order to go after Luffy. And then this is where we get to meet Sanji in the Baratie. And just like in the anime, where Luffy got himself into trouble and decided to become the chore boy for the Baratie for the head chef Zeph. This is where Sanji keeps on calling him chore boy. But then during that time, this is where we got to see Mihawk show up at the Baratie. And here, this is where we get to see Zoro versus Mihawk in the battle. And Nami was trying to talk Zoro out of it to not face off against Mihawk because, he's a warlord and the greatest swordsman. But Zoro decided to accept Mihawk's challenge, and his dream is to become the world's greatest swordsman. So the fight began, and just like in the anime, Mihawk decided to use a dagger against Zoro's three sword style. And then, even though, just like in the anime where Mihawk used his swords against Zoro and both of his swords were destroyed, this is where Zoro decided to give up and get cut by Mihawk's bigger swords. And here Mihawk actually told Luffy what he wanted to become, and that's for him to become king of the pirates. And then he asked that Zoro that he can't die, and that he hopes to fight him again. And this is where the vow where Zoro told Luffy that he's going to never lose again. So here I pretty much like this episode because instead of Mihawk going to the Baratie all by himself, the Marines actually asked him to go to the Baratie to kidnap Luffy, but Mihawk decided to let them go, and then this is where Zoro made his awesome vow to become the greatest swordsman and to never lose again, and made that promise to Luffy. So again, another awesome episode. But what you guys think? Tell me in the comments, leave a like, share, subscribe, favorites, and we will see all of you guys later.